So today is Bryn Mawr Day, and it's the 9th annual Bryn Mawr Day, and it's our big event for the year. So we're incredibly lucky to get this gorgeous weather. And it's an opportunity to showcase all the great things in Bryn Mawr. We've got tons of vendor involvement, tons of kids, schools, sponsors. So it's just a fantastic day. It's obviously a family-oriented event, but it cuts across all demographics. Everybody's welcome here, and there really is something for everybody here.
This is everything that we've had before for Bryn Mawr Day and more. We have music, the school a cappella groups. We've got the fire truck rides that are organized by the volunteers from the Bryn Mawr Fire Company. We've got history tours of the institutions in Bryn Mawr that are over 100 years old, of which there are, believe it or not, 23. And a lot of people of all ages are here, from the very young children who love the circus to older adults who enjoy being out amongst their grandchildren and amongst their friends.
I love it. It's a nice slice of Americana. You got mascots walking around. You got juggling behind me, live shows, high school kids showing off their Broadway skills. Us, I'm sure there'll be another musician on after us, or a magician, who knows. Look at all the people here. It's great. People look forward to this. It's been a long, hot summer. This is a nice ending of summer event.
There are some new musical groups that we haven't had here before, and there are some new vendors, new restaurants in Bryn Mawr, some new stores that are here. And so we always encourage any new stores and restaurants to come to Bryn Mawr Day. You know, they're members of the Bryn Mawr Business Association, which is the organization that puts this all together.
We're here to support the businesses who are members. So in other words, there's a huge membership base of our organization that pays, and our role is essentially to be the tip of the spear and to be stewards for that money and put it in the right places, like whether it's holiday decor or an event like this, or this year we actually have our inaugural Bryn Mawr Night, which interestingly enough is kind of the opposite of Bryn Mawr Day, where Bryn Mawr Day is really focused, as you can tell, around kids and families and circus and schools and singing, and Bryn Mawr Night is more focused on the actual restaurants and shops, and it's encouraging people to get out and stroll and eat and shop and drink and have fun.
Tim is the new president, and Susan Graham is the coordinator of this event, and she recruits the sponsors, and she arranges for all the stores and restaurants and organizations to set up their tables. And the Bryn Mawr Rotary is very much a part of this, helping with the circus and helping with getting it set up in the morning. The Boy Scouts, Boy Scout Troop 19, helps with cleanup. And so this is all volunteers, because this is a free event with free parking. And this is really the Bryn Mawr community coming out and celebrating the end of summer, back to school. Really a wonderful event in our community.
It's a ton of work. It's all behind the scenes, as you can imagine. You know, when you get here today and everything's flowing and everything's calm and fun, you forget about all those logistics that went into putting this event together. So we really do everything from coordinating the vendor locations and getting the vendors to show up, to obviously getting sponsors and talent, and just really putting it together from A to Z. So it's a ton of work, but we have a great team. And the idea is, again, to really create a reason for people to come out and celebrate the community.
Well, you know, it started as a celebration and recognition of the historic institutions in Bryn Mawr. There's 23 of them. Churches, schools, businesses, organizations, and many years we have a new organization join. Harcum College was 100 years old a few years ago. Boy Scout Troop 19 is 100 years old. Ludington Library is now 100 years old. That we don't have a new one, a new member of the Bryn Mawr 100 this year, but every few years we do. And so it started out as a way to celebrate those institutions, but then we decided let's make it more. And I think the key to the success of this event is the date. It's always the Saturday after Labor Day. Everybody's here. If you've been on vacation, but everybody's back for school, grandparents, parents, children, and so it's become a tradition in this community.
Now with the internet effect or the Amazon effect or whatever you want to call it, where you can order things, you do your Christmas shopping in bed, everything is, you have delivery for food. The thing that we need to do is compete with that, and the way that we compete with it is we kind of harness what you can't get on the internet. In other words, you can't walk down a street and shop and go into a restaurant and enjoy the environment and the atmosphere online.
My favorite part is to see everybody who I haven't seen in many months. The commissioners don't meet in August, and a lot of people are away at various times in the summer. So for me, we're all back in town, we're all back in our community, and it's the start of the fall. If you didn't come this year, come next year. It'll be on the 12th of September next year, 2020. See you then.